I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned sick.
Vamos lá, mano. Vamos ver se os caras que fugiram do banco estão por essas bandas aqui. Vamos fuzilar eles. Vamos ver, eles construíram uma estrutura aqui, né, velho? Uau. Que isso? Essa granada. Nossa, mano, estouro de cabeça é muito top. Vai tomar banho. Tem munição. Não pedi esse assalto a banco aí.
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into the tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Cara, que foda isso aqui, velho. Vai tomar no rabo. Vamos usar ponto .50 aqui, vamos fuzilar os caras. Um tirão só e já era. Cara, a impressão minha eu tenho um dedo voando aqui, ó. Cara, achei que era um dedo, mano. Olha só, não parece um dedo de longe? Olha aí. Caralho. Nossa!
RoboCop, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that.
O RoboCop é brabo, hein? Bom. Vaza, otário. Não, atirei errado. Quer entrar aqui não? Não. Vou matar esse cara aqui ainda. Ah, por aqui, ó. Que isso? Caralho, mano. Que porra foi essa, velho? Eles me lançaram uma bazucada ali. Mano, agora me apavorei que esses malucos aí são bravos demais. Uma máquina. Ah, não era pra ter usado essa merda aí. Toma. Eita, tem mais maluco aqui, velho. Eita. Acho que eu cheguei no ápice do...
am listening, creep.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Conseguimos achar os esconderijos dos homens aqui.
There he is, the interventions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
I have pertinent information
Glad we got
regarding
Murphy
the
on our
case.
team.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Armazenamento.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
Mercadoria mágica. Vamos lá.
Afraid not. Looks like OCP
All
is
right,
really cutting
let's
costs
see
where
what's
it can.
cooking under the
God knows
hood.
what they'll cut next.
Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
What's that look supposed to mean?
Ok, avançar. Avançar. Fechar.
Hello, RoboCop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Não posso. Como se sente estar aclamado como herói novamente.
It helps if the criminals know
Massa
they
sem
should
máscara, né,
fear
mano?
me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
Você enxerga a decisão deles dessa separação?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Esses sentimentos como se manifestam como uma falha no sistema.
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Bora pra missão.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Sala de reuniões. Não, ninguém vem falar comigo que eu tô ocupado.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
Suspect is in custody. We've got witness statements, we've got physical evidence.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Vamos lá.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Sai da delegacia. Vamos lá, Ana, que agora o pau vai comer.
RoboCop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard.
Nossa, cabelo bem realista, hein, mano? Cabelo bem realista.
And without your consent, that's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
Interesse político.
I am not involved in politics.
Well, let's not get too hasty. You can still show support for me, right? We're on the same side. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Não gosto de prefeitos.
I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us
Shiny.
over.
Got a job for you.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Terrorismo doméstico. Tá, vamos lá. Tá, pera aí. Objetivos secundários. Vou fazer isso aqui. Ah, tem uma missão luzes apagadas. Vamos fazer essa missão aqui, mano. Que... fazer essa missão aqui pra não deixar pra trás. Nós vamos fazer a missão do cara lá. Fala com o policial Neil. Tá no escuro, hein, cara?
RoboCop, is that you?
Que tamanho tá no escuro, velho?
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a
Não é no escuro,
problem?
não, mano.
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Ah, tá. Investiga a caixa de alta. A gente tá apagado aqui, né? Por isso que eles estão no escuro. Faz sentido agora. De corrente, tá. Ausência de corrente. Vamos seguir aqui o negócio. Tá. Siga os cabos. Por aqui não tá indo pros outros lados, né? Ah, vai pra cá, ó. Vamos seguindo isso aí, ver o que tá acontecendo. Seria um ótimo eletricista esse cara aqui, né? Eita. Tá, o primeiro, o último. Esse aqui, agora esse aqui. Não, vamos fazer aquela outra missão lá que eu falei com o cara aqui. Até o parlamento suspeito. Ok. Mano, esse jogo é muito foda, mano. Eu não esperava que fosse tão bom assim, não. Agulha não palheiro. Encontra o velho. Os homens de preto aí?
Hey you! The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just don't.
Ué? Tem que subir.
The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
Por isso tem gente para cuidar de você. Tem gente para cuidar de você. O que está achando das avaliações que eu estou banco? Então, perde tempo. Tem seus prós e
It
contras.
helps me with perspective, but it also brings out things buried.
That's part of the recovery process. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Volte para as ruas.
After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Nossa!
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Assustei os caras agora, né?
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel.
Interrogue Pickles. O Pickles tá de volta aí? Uma cidade bem feita, hein, mano. Jogo bem polido, hein. Olha a água aqui, mano. Que realista.
Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Right. So much for my field training.
O que aconteceu aqui?
Hey, Robo! Do the robot dance!
Watch and learn, young man.
You rock, Robo!
No? Robô Stick. Robo.
Whoa. It's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore.
Olha os filmes que tá no cinema.
It has no bullet holes.
No cinema? Jar Jenkins.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's... And I think...
Eu botei... Fugiu da motocicleta.
Any witnesses?
Botei a mesma pergunta sem querer.
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
Vamos.
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Massa, uma loja de fita cassete.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Que massa, mano. Nas antigas era assim as locadoras. Muita gente não faz nem ideia de como é que era.
Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
Olha só, mano. Que foda, velho. Essa proxy aí tá fazendo sucesso, hein? Horror, vamos ver o que tem de horror. Cadê os filmes do Jason aqui? Celestial Decay. É, não tem nenhuma propaganda, né, cara? Tipo, mas é tudo... Nossa, muito top, cara. Olha só. Assim que era as locadoras nas antigas, galera. Até 2000 e pouquinho existia. Mas antes de 2000 era fita cassete, assim, ó. Tinha que assistir e rebobinar, ó. Olha que foda, mano. A gente vinha na sexta-feira, alugava pra entregar na segunda. Tinha que rebobinar pra entregar. Da hora pra caramba, hein. Puta merda. Nostalgia. Fala com o cara aqui.
Excuse me, we are conducting an investigation.
You can investigate the case of several tapes being overdue. Your main suspect is your friend over there.
Oh, man. Did he call us friends? Nice.
Achei a fita.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Diamonds are made under great pressure.
Wait. Do you think there's a diamond within me? Do you see my shine? I'm just messing with you. That was truly inspirational. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Vê essa aqui.
Eve's flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape.
Vou achar essa fita aí. De ação, então.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel. But the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
You cannot reopen a closed book.
So when you're done, you're done? That's rough. Probably true. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
I need a hand over here!
Que isso, cara?
Do you need assistance?
I'll torch you!
Nossa, olha os miolos na parede, mano. Meu Deus, mano, o RoboCop. Ele é um psicopata, olha aí. Olha o sangue escorrendo na parede, mano. Caraca, mano. O pico escorreu pra onde? O exorcista, ó.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns. And
Where is Pickles?
he ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Achei. Mano, fuzileiro maluco legal, hein?
Who's gonna pay for all this?
Isso. O que eu tô mexendo aqui? Fuzilamos o cara.
I don't care if OCP lost some money for once.
Você tem até o sinal de foi aberto ou não foi aberto, ó, foi.
You're all right.
Nossa, RoboCop é foda, hein?
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
That is not the kind of help I was willing to provide.
Come on, give me a break. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, diamonds are made under great pressure. I'm not a fucking diamond, okay? I'm a junkie. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earned that money fair and square.
Safado. Bagulho num palheiro, interroga o mendigo. E qual que é a missão que eu tenho que fazer aqui? Registros secundários. Serviço de proteger, serviço doméstico. Tá, tem duas missões aqui, mas vai ficar pro próximo vídeo, galera. Até o próximo vídeo. Muito obrigado, falou e fui.